All right, dude.
Well, we're live.
So where to start? There's so many things to talk about.
Bro, the first thing, has nothing to do with what we normally talk about, right?
What's the thing? There was a thing like last week where you were like, dude, I can't talk. Like, I have to wait.
Yeah, because it was the fucking Fantastic Beast thing with
Oh
Johnny Depp,
yeah,
and you haven't seen him,
yeah.
but yet you're the Harry
True.
Potter guy.
This is true. I know the story. I just haven't watched the movies yet.
You need to watch
So
them. I mean,
I know
my opinion, they're not like as good as Harry
they're
Potter,
not. That's why I didn't finish them. They're not as
but
good.
but they're still good, and it's like the
Yeah,
lore. But the Johnny Depp shit pissed me off. I mean, if he
I think.
actually is like not cool, then I get it. But I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they went to court and basically said like, "Hey,
Hey, hey.
you guys kind of either a beat the shit out of each other, again, not cool, or b neither of this shit happened, which then is just BS." But anyways, that wasn't what I was gonna talk about, dude. I was gonna ask you if you were a candle guy. Like, do you like candles for gaming?
Um. So yeah, I have like three candles in here,
Because
but
I didn't used to be, but now I
I
have like
use
3 or 4 right here,
I
and it's
have
just relaxing.
yeah, I have quite a few in here. I don't really use them though because I have a wax mount in here as well.
Yeah.
So I just click that thing on and it, you know, senses the room up and it has like a little glow. I feel like a lot of the reason you do it is for the lighting of it, like the that glow.
I I mean, yeah,
Because I mean, typically
definitely,
when you
but
burn candles, you don't really like. I feel like you don't really smell the wax on a candle when you're burning it,
I've
like
kind of
especially with the
noticed
wax
that
mount.
too. It's like you go like
It's
in
more for the
store, you
aesthetic.
like get all the smell, and you're like, "Ooh, this is gonna smell good," and
Yeah.
then you
Well,
literally
the
burn
wax
it,
smells good, but when you burn it, you can't smell
and
that.
then when you burn it, it's just like, "Oh, that smells like every other candle I've
Yeah,
ever."
exactly.
So
Like I have two like pretty full candles in here that I don't really light just because I have a wax melt. So
yeah,
I sort of just drop a cube in it.
gotcha.
So already on our first tangent, talking about candles and
Yeah.
wax melts.
All right. So Chicago Optic, dude, or Optic
As
Chicago.
as of like 5 minutes before we started the podcast.
Yeah. I mean, the
So I
rumors
haven't
were
even
there. Looks
I
like they
haven't
have
even
like a
watched
two and
it
a
yet.
half minute video, so I'm definitely gonna watch this after. Um, but we knew it was happening.
Yeah, it's
Like,
probably a vision trailer, basically.
yeah, like they basically announced that it happened what like 3 weeks ago,
Yeah,
and then everybody was just waiting for like the official, like, all right, come on, and then 100T was like, hey, LA Thieves, and we were like, all right, now it's definitely well on its way,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Definitely wasn't surprised. I mean, last night we were even just talking about it,
yeah,
and like, yeah, they're probably just waiting to release some content with it.
which is
And sure as
exactly
shit, today,
yeah, here it is.
it's exactly
Uh,
what they're gonna do.
I hope they bring Vision back, bro. Like,
They
come on,
will.
they have to.
Why bring in Roger
Yeah,
at the start of all this if that isn't the plan?
yeah,
They already have Maddie and they're already making videos and stuff. He wanted Roger so they could go back to really making the videos,
dude.
making bangers.
Right, dude. I'm just excited, bro. Like, it's kind of gonna be like sad that I have Huntsman merch, and now it's just kind of
It's kind of cool though. It's almost like
yeah,
collectible in a way,
yeah,
Like you're not gonna be able to get it again,
yeah.
probably.
Unless someone in the league like buys the name, but that would
Yeah.
not be smart. Even then, it's
No.
like all my shit says like Chicago Huntsman on it, and it's
Yeah. It's still cool to have, I'd
right.
say.
Yeah, no,
You know?
definitely still wearing it, still repping it. I mean, you can literally when they decide to open up events and stuff again, like people that are wearing Chicago Huntsman stuff are clearly rooting for Optic. Like it's not.
Yeah. Who knows,
Um,
dude? Maybe someday when when esports reaches that point where like like in regular sports where merchandise and stuff like that of players and certain things are just worth so much money, you know what I'm saying?
oh
That's not
yeah,
really a thing right now, like collectible sport anything.
right.
I mean, imagine when someone has like an autographed Scump controller in like 10 years and esports is just through the roof and there's a market for that kind of thing, or like one of the old optic whites or something,
Oh, you're saying like basically like esports
like
memorabilia.
esport memorabilia and like resale. and stuff. That's not really a thing, you know.
Yeah, yeah, but
So like
it's definitely
something like a
coming.
Chicago Huntsman inaugural year hoodie, the only year they played, like I mean, if in an era where that's is a thing, I mean, definitely worth to hang on to.
I know. I mean, I wasn't
Put
planning
that
on
bitch
getting
in a
rid of it.
Ziploc
Yeah.
bag and throw it in the corner
I
and never
mean,
touch
it's
it.
just like the OpTic jacket that I have that you never got.
Yeah, the Optic jacket that you stole from me.
Yeah, I did not steal that one from.
Mine just
Bro, we
happened to go missing.
literally repped the same one at the same time. You misplaced yours, but that's some Colt shot shit, bro. Like, you just lose shit.
All I know is I had it and now I don't.
Yeah.
And you talk about yours a lot, like you have too.
You can literally come here, go searching through
What
my
you drinking?
closets.
Hawaiian punch?
Nah, dude, it's called Tampico. It looks
Oh
like
yeah,
it should give you, like, a
an
fucking.
STD,
No? I
a
was gonna say,
urinary tract infection.
I was gonna say a heart attack because the shit
Ah, yeah.
looks super sugary.
It
But
probably is. Probably has like 128 grams of
no,
sugar in it.
no, surprising enough, bro. It was like, hold on, 7 grams of sugar per serving. That's 8 fluid ounces. So in like a normal like 16 fluid ounce thing, it's only 12 grams, which is like
That's quite a
surprisingly
bit.
low.
I mean, it's quite a bit though.
No, but like look at Gatorades and like pop and shit.
Yeah.
Like that's way lower.
Is it? I don't have any Powerade in here.
Yeah, dude, like a 12-ounce Gatorade bottle is like 32 grams.
Jesus.
I know,
No
dude.
wonder.
The shit we put inside us, dude. Like, sus.
So Cold War comes out tomorrow.
Yeah, that's.
Obviously, that's something we're going to talk about. I mean,
We didn't really get to talk about the beta and what we liked and didn't like. There
I
wasn't a
noticed
whole
that.
lot. Well, we tried to do this podcast like 4 times in the last 4 weeks. It just,
yeah.
you
I had
know.
rewatched in the last couple of weeks. I had gone back and rewatched a bunch of our podcasts, and I had noticed that we didn't really talk that much about Cold War at that point yet.
Yeah, like,
But
well, because I think our last episode was like post alpha, and alpha I didn't
Right.
get to really play because I was in Traverse City.
yeah, and we both got to play the beta, and just with the game coming out tomorrow, so much information's out now on how like the prestige system works and
Yeah.
everything. I'm surprised we actually haven't heard yet, just with how much we have learned in the last like 3 days. I'm surprised we haven't learned how the ranking system is going to come into play, or if it's already in the game, you know.
Yeah, all we really got was that spoof from Vaughn.
That one picture.
That was like, hey, it's kind of coming. I really like if it's their release, like,
Well, there was a picture. I don't know if you saw this or if
yeah,
I told you about it, but I did see a picture circulating Twitter that was an image of like if you go to your barracks and look at your stats, and there was a league play section that was blank.
yeah, dude.
Like it's there and it's ready, but who knows if we'll actually even get it right away.
I hope if it's there, it's kind of like we have to get to a certain level first to earn it. Like just because I don't want like
Yeah.
with SBMMM like
Dude, by
I don't
the time
want
we're 3 or 4 games in, anyways, we're gonna be like in the
plain
fucking
sweaters.
weather.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're just in it.
they.
So
I don't. I know why they do it. I just wish that they would. Now that there's ranked play, use that for the SBMM
if they're
and
gonna
just give
do
us
it,
ranked and let us just
yeah,
get
if they were
shit
gonna do it,
on
it
or
would have
shit
to
on
be a
kids.
low
You know.
level, because I don't think people are gonna want to grind pubs super long initially on this game until they start adding like all the. I don't know. Maybe people will. It's not fun. I still like the pubs, and I do
I
like
say the
playing against
pubs are
people that are
fun.
good.
I
I don't even necessarily mind playing against sweaty kids. It's just like,
yeah.
if you're like quick queuing, you know, you're
Mhm.
with the boys and you're just, or even solo, and you're just like gonna queue into like 5 games right now. You got a couple hours to play. You're gonna queue into like 5-10 games, something. You're just gonna rock out as many as you can in the time you have to play. Do you really want like every time you get in, you just have to fully focus in and treat every gunfight like it's your last, or else you lose? It's just like it's a little much, is how I'd word it.
What if
I
they
don't not have fun, but it's a little much,
Maybe it's just everybody sweating nowadays, dude. Maybe SBMM
dude.
isn't that bad, and everybody's
That's
just
something
sweating.
That's something I've been saying for a little bit, just because, like, I mean, it doesn't matter what game comes out. Everyone instantly turns into like a hyper competitive, needs to figure out every in and out of the game to be the best player they can.
Yeah.
Like Among Us came out,
And
and
now they have like
within
competition, like
yeah,
fucking,
within like a month,
they're
there's
playing for
people
money.
that can just watch you play and be like, they're the imposter. I know for a fact they're the imposter because they did this specific thing, and
Yeah.
it's like, holy cow. But it's almost like I said with COD. I mean, people that get on, if you're a good player and you try really hard in a few games, or even if you're a good player naturally, you're just going to end up playing against the people that are trying really hard, and the bad players are going to be in worse lobbies.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth it really, but I don't care. Like, I'm going to play pubs regardless.
Yeah, I'm gonna play pubs regardless. The only other thing that I really still I don't love of the game is the score streak system. I just feel like kind of everybody earns it, and I think they've adjusted it a little bit, but I don't know. I just felt like
Yeah. See, I don't mind how it plays. I kind of like the score streak system. My biggest issue with it is the fact that you don't have to do a ton to get streaks. So typically, even like your lower people on each team are gonna get their streaks towards the end of the game.
yeah,
And some of the better players, they're on like their multiple round. You know what I mean? They're getting their streaks back again
yeah,
at the end of the game,
yeah. No, I
and
get why they did
it kind of
it.
made it feel like a lot. Like if sometimes at the end game, it was like, you know, 10 seconds left on hard point and six people have streaks.
Yeah, that's the
So
reason I don't love it. Whereas like the old way, like you earned what you earned. Like that's,
yeah,
and again, I get it
they,
from
it's
a
almost
perspective of like they need to tend to everybody. Like I get it.
it's almost like they tried to combine like their score streak system and like the specialist system, in a sense of like you're gonna get it, you know,
Yeah.
eventually. But I don't think it really needed to. I don't think it was really necessary either, to be
I
honest.
what do you think about streaks in comp? If they do them, would you want to see them the way they are now? Would you want to see them like be like, all right, let's adjust it for
Hmm.
comp to be the old way, which I think is more fair because like if
Yeah,
I actually like mentioned to Pristini and he replied back on it, and which was cool. But like what did I say? Basically, like I just think the way it is now, like it'll just be super oversaturated at the end, which can get insane, but might be also
yeah,
tough on
like the Overwatch effect.
yeah on the viewer, where
Kill's
it's just
almost up, and there's six of these, or it would be
just like
4v4 on COD, but
yeah.
it's streaks coming in on both sides. No one can get on hill.
Because I think streaks are exciting, and I that was like one thing from the World War II season that I actually really liked was seeing like end game
Yeah,
streaks, but
I think that
those are
streaks
usually
should be a
earned.
thing. I think streaks have to be a thing. I think they ban certain ones, obviously. Um, but I don't know. Like the method you get it in is so strange because it is kind of like Overwatch. Like you are almost like you're not guaranteed, but if you're a somewhat sufficient player, you're gonna get streaks
Yeah,
every game, and it's like I don't know. I don't know how they'll do it. I think they'll just have streaks in the game. Certain ones will be banned, and they'll just do that.
yeah.
I don't think they're gonna completely readjust the entire like how you get your score streaks.
The
Maybe
good
they
thing
already have
is this
a little bit.
the
I don't know.
yeah, good thing is this dev is a little bit more listening with
Yeah, I mean
the
they're
comp
always a little
side,
more
so like
yeah, a little more
that'll be
open
nice.
to new ideas and feedback.
But yeah, that's those were like the only two things I really didn't like. I mean, the maps were kind of like hit and miss. Didn't love them, but didn't hate them. But I'm
Yeah, but
expecting a lot more maps that
yeah,
I like to come out.
I
Like
was gonna say I think you and I are very like similar in a sense of like I don't think we've seen the top five maps yet for the
yeah,
game.
I also do have to say I love the guns, bro. I
Oh
think
yeah,
any gun with the right attachments can fry right now, which is
the snipers are super fun.
yeah. Um,
Super fun. I love the sniping.
I think that I was starting to get a little too many hit markers with the beta in comparison to the alpha. I know they're trying to find like that happy balance, but
Yeah.
like I like if you get shot in the fucking torso or up, as long as it's not the limbs, bro, like that should be a kill in my opinion
Yeah.
with those
The
bolt
Pellington was
actions.
kind of hit or miss.
Yeah.
I feel like the L9 was great.
See, I was
Some people said it
opposite.
wasn't
Yeah,
super good in
I was
beta, and I was
flip.
like, that shit's sick.
Yeah. I mean, they were still both great. Like I don't it was still really fun.
Yeah.
Um and they
And
feel
it
like
almost
a Treyarch sniper. Like there's
and it
not as
almost didn't
much.
even feel as bad. Like if you were getting hit, if you got that many hit markers with a sniper on a game like Modern Warfare, it would feel so frustrating.
Yeah.
But with a game where you can scope in so fast and shoot and shit, like just a game that plays like Cold War does, I mean, it doesn't really hurt it as much if there are more hit markers because you can also move and shoot so much faster and everything with the snipers.
Also with like assist counts as kill. Like if you shoot
Yeah,
someone, you basically did all the work. Someone breathes on them, like it still gives you the kill.
yeah,
Which I used to like be kind of hesitant with that, but I do like it now just because it's like
yeah,
it's so annoying when you like light up someone, they breathe on them, and it's like all right.
right. I think more people than not don't realize that if snipers all one shot like that, like waist up, one shot on a game like this, it would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
you know, I think there would just be snipers would be genuinely be too strong. I feel
Yeah,
like
you
people
don't want to make
they've
them too
always
strong.
been yeah they've always been like pretty over nerfed, so people have always kind of been complaining the other way. But I think that's for a reason. I think if you have a gun that does that much damage and it's that easy to use and still that easy to move around the map, I mean, it can get pretty out of hand.
Is like the way I look at it is like
Because even in the beta, they're good.
I want like a like 75 to 80% like ratio that it's gonna kill. Like I
Yeah,
get like every now and then I'm gonna get a hit marker. Like if I hit them
based
in the
on where you
legs
place
or
it and stuff.
arms, yeah.
Yeah,
But like if I put it on their chest or I put it on their head, the headshots didn't have any issues. But like sometimes I'd hit them like right in the body and be like, "What the fuck, bro?" Like,
yeah, definitely.
but
I think, but
I
also
still loved
I
them,
mean,
dude. They
you
were
were
so
using the
fun.
Pellington though too, right?
I was switching back and forth once I got like
Oh, okay.
attachments on the Tundra.
I was gonna say because the Tundra, I loved the Tundra, and I the times where I would get a hit marker, it was like borderline. I was like, all right, well, realistically, I could have,
Yeah,
been low or been a limb, but it felt good to me. All those submachine guns and ARs feel super
dude,
good to
I
me.
know. Like I was rotating between like a bunch of different guns and they all seem to be like
Pretty
able
good,
to fry. Like,
yeah. And
and
I
I
think it's
want
gonna be a year where
more.
we see variety.
Like,
We're gonna see players use what fits them better.
I don't have a problem with OP guns. I just want the availability of OP guns to be like all over. That way, it's like not one person's like bitching about one specific
Yeah,
gun that this one's too bad. Like, if they're all good, then no one's gonna be bitching. Like,
exactly. If they're all good,
yeah,
if all the guns are good, it just makes it fun. And like I said, then there's gonna be people that
the Modern Warfare 2
like
effect, bro. Every
yeah,
good
there's
was
going to be
gone
people
and
that master
good.
certain guns. I mean, there's going to be people that, yeah, it's not going to be a year where everyone uses the MP5 or the M4.
Yeah.
It's going to be a year where there's going to be people using the AK, the MP5, the Uzi. It's going to be so much more diverse. I think people are going to use different ARs. I don't think there will be one AR this year, really. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see.
A few
Will
more
there
than
be
the
band
Ross.
protect? I don't know.
I don't
Probably
think
not.
so. Just because. No, I don't think so. I don't think they'll bring that back ever, to be honest.
Probably a good
Unless,
idea.
yeah. Just because, like, I don't know. Krim
Makes
said
for a
something.
weird meta.
Yeah. You basically have to, like, it's essentially GAing, but, like, if one team, like, screws it up, then it's just like, all right, well, now we're just playing
Yeah.
with stupid shit.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. Because band protect is in customs and my friends. Yes, my friends would just ban everything I use.
Bro,
I did not want to play with them.
that was 100% my call the first time we did it.
And then it was everyone else's call the rest
Yeah,
of the year.
because I knew that you were like the best one on the other team, so I was like, all right, dude, like
Let's
mastermind.
ban
Let's just
SPG, let's ban Thermal, let's ban the VMP. I was like, all right,
let's
cool.
ban what was the fucking thing where that you'd explode and everybody would like turn on fire and
Heat wave.
heat wave. Yeah, that fucking shit,
Yeah.
dude. I was like,
Yeah, I would
ban,
basically be going in with like a burst SMG, like a specialist I've never used. Yeah,
bro,
dude. It's all right. They try to hold me down.
dude. I mean, I only tried to do it like one game just to mess with you, and then everybody wanted to do it. They're like, "All right, we all know." It's just because
It was just to try and like,
you weren't versatile, dude. You were a
yeah.
one punch machine, bro. You were so easy to nerf.
It's because I grinded comp so much in that game, though. That's why. That's what screwed me in customs. It's because I was the one, like, well, you did too with me, but I'm saying like, our friends didn't grind comp, so they were
I'm just
using all
giving you
this crazy
shit, bro.
shit, and I would play like 8 hours of comp a day and on the VMP and the SVG and stuff, and I
Yeah,
would get on customs
I
and use
was
like a
like,
Pharaoh and be like, "What is this dog shit gun?"
bro, I
Like,
was like, all right, dude, if we nerf the VMP, I can smoke Colt with the Pharaoh. And you're like, dude, what the fuck am I using?
dude, I was just in another planet using some of those guns.
And then whenever you and I got on a team, it just like, all right, that
Oh
was an
god,
easy win. Easy win.
yeah,
Next.
it was like fist bumps.
I just, I have hope, bro, that this season's gonna give us those same vibes.
It's gonna be really fun.
Cause those vibes were like about a year after like you and I really started becoming friends, cause like we were starting in like the advanced warfare era.
Mm-hmm. Dark times,
Yeah.
dark times for me. I hated Advanced Warfare.
Competitive advanced warfare, like watching it, is literally
Yeah, it
what
was
got
fun to
me into
watch.
comp because I was right after the Black Ops 2 Ghost era, which is too bad. But
Yeah,
that's what got me into comp, and I was like, I started watching Nade Shot, and then he was like Deuces, and then you and I like started becoming friends, and then Black Ops 3, we just had a fucking
dude.
ball, bro.
Black Ops 3 came out and my life just went into it. That's all I did. It's all I did ever was play Black Ops 3.
Game's so underrated. It's
This
so
game reminds me so much of it too, to be
yeah,
honest.
the
Black Ops 3,
feel,
Black Ops
yeah,
4.
the
It just
gunplay
feels
is
like it.
like super similar, which makes me excited. Um, the other thing that I'm really kind of stoked about, I hope it's as good as it looks, but it's zombies, bro.
Oh, I know.
Like it
Dude, there's so
looks
much.
nostalgic. Like
This is going to be such a good year to follow our channels and such a good year for us for streaming this game because there's so many opportunities and there's so many different like random challenges and stuff that we can do throughout the year, you know?
yeah, I know, dude.
We can
Like
do zombies challenges where you can only use wall guns or something,
yeah,
and just like a bunch of just crazy stuff, just fun ideas. Like, oh, we've been playing comp for 3 hours. Let's break it up. Let's jump in duos, zombies, and try some crazy stuff.
dude, the content's gonna go through the roof. Like the
Yeah,
last like 2 months, dude, I've been like specifically like grinding and then like getting raided, even though it was like a small raid, and my
that was
TikTok's
so cool.
doing like good in like the last couple weeks. Like, dude, I'm amped, dude. I'm so
Yeah,
excited. Like, I just want to make and create, and then
yeah,
we get to play some comp, bro. Finally, we should actually
I
play in
know.
some tournaments because we've talked about it the last couple CODs and just
We should,
didn't do it.
yeah, we should only end up looking for one, really,
Yeah, well,
which is annoying, but it shouldn't be hard at least. I mean,
yeah, we'll see. But
unless we end up with someone,
yeah,
I don't know. But
um,
we're going in with three strong,
yeah,
three that are for sure ready to play.
yeah. Maybe a fourth. We'll see, but we'll at least be able to do like threes tourneys or twos
Right,
tourneys, and we'll figure
pubs
it
and
out from there.
zombies
Yeah,
and
might
etc.
still might be able to do four with like
Ranked.
Because I'm sure like AJ and Tyler are down to do like fours too. Like I
Yeah.
just know Tyler's more of like a grinder for like pubs
Yeah,
and
he wants
stuff.
to pub and get his camos.
Yeah, which no problem with that, but I'm
No.
sure he'll still want to play some tourneys with us too. So, but we'll
Yeah.
figure it out for sure. But dude, just one more sleep, dude. one,
I know. I
one
sent
more
that
sleep.
to AJ today. I was like, tomorrow we grind.
Yeah, I'll probably
Yeah.
like today. I'm going to the gym because, dude, I am getting fat. Like it's not good. Like I'm the fattest I've ever been,
Hmm.
and so I'm trying to get like back in that mode. Even though shit's probably gonna start shutting down soon, and I'm not gonna be able to go to the gym, and I'm just gonna be fat here
Instead
playing
of going to
COD.
the gym, just go to fucking like run to Meyer and pick up some stuff to do stuff at home.
I need to.
Proud of
I was
that.
about to buy like a punching bag,
Yeah.
because I was like watching MMA for a while, like UFC. And I was like, all right, dude, this would be like a good workout where I can just beat the shit out of something, and then
I've thought about that too. That would be nice to have.
because I feel like I would be like more inclined to do that form of cardio than just to like run in place. Like,
Dude, I refuse to just go for a run or something. I'd rather, like you said, I'd rather do something. I'd rather
something
like
that
play
like
sport or something. I don't know.
I
That's why I wish you lived out here so we could just like go to a soccer field
yeah,
on
like
the weekends or something in the morning.
well,
Something.
like I was saying, with like a punching bag, like that I wouldn't be like thinking about that I'm working out. I'm just like, all right, I
Right.
just need something to beat the shit
You're
out
just
of, like
listening to
get
music and
stress off.
punching something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and
No,
that's
for sure. If you
well, that
end
was
up
like
back out this way, we have to go to like soccer and lacrosse fields and stuff in the spring through fall.
yeah, yeah, because it's like if I'm not thinking about the running, like I enjoy running. Does that make sense? Like,
Not to me because I can't stand running. I
no,
hate
I hate running, but like
running. I know what you
soccer
mean
and
though.
lacrosse, like that doesn't
Yeah.
make me think of that I'm running. Like I'm like, all right,
Right.
I'm
You're
just trying.
playing a game.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. When our coach in high school was like, "You're gonna play midfield," I was like, "Oh, kill me!"
you're like,
I was like,
fuck,
"I
I gotta
wanted
go
to
on.
attack."
You're like, I gotta go up both sides of the field.
Dude,
Fuck.
I wanted to attack so bad, but we had so many people that wanted to attack. I was just, oh, I had to play midfield. They couldn't have everyone on attack. They had to have some other people,
Bro, if
you know.
yeah, and
Freaking
our
AOTG on attack, and I'm playing midfield.
yeah, our senior year too, we probably could have been a lot better if we had more people that were good at midfield. We literally had you, Kyle, and Dinger,
I know we
and
played
then the
like
next
every
generation,
fucking.
then the next row of people. Like the next like couple was like Morris and Chase, and I don't remember the other one. That wasn't like bad, but no offense to them if they would listen to this. But like,
Dude, it reminded me of our JV hockey year because when we were in JV hockey, me, Alex, and Cody, it was like we had three lines, but line 2 and 3 was like to give us a break because we would seriously play like fucking 70% of the game
yeah,
in JV. It was ridiculous. We would be so gassed after a game, and that's how I felt in lacrosse. Even though it wasn't as tipped, like we got more of a break in lacrosse. It was just midfield, dude. I had never played a running sport. It's so different than skating.
oh yeah,
And I mean, I played baseball, but like, I don't,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that's
That's
mostly breaks.
yeah.
So
So you're
fucking out there picking grass and shit. But
um
yeah,
no, I just happen to play the position where I just move on
you
a
play goalie, yeah. So you
3 foot
can't talk.
I on a 6 foot line. That is
Uh,
what
if we're winning, you're fucking tired, bored, cold.
yeah.
Did you ever get like that where you're just like you're stuck kind of just standing around, so you're like really cold
A
from
lot
those
a
cold
lot are
games?
junior year because our junior year
Yeah.
team we were a lot better. And once I started because I broke my hand, missed the first 6 games, and then once I started
True.
like starting and we were winning a lot, and there'd be times I'd get like super bored. Like we played Comstock the one time, we were up like 16-7, and they scored 3 goals on me with like 2 minutes left, and the kid got in my face, and I was like, bro, we're still up by 6, and there's 10 seconds left. Like we literally smoked you. Like
Oh,
get out of my fucking face. Like go
dude,
home, you stupid asshole.
you remember that tournament we went to?
Oh my god, the Traverse
where
City one.
everyone's yeah, where people were sick and stuff, and my stick broke.
Yeah,
Remember my stick broke, and I had to borrow yours, and I got a hat trick,
yeah. You,
and I scored off their goalie's balls.
yeah, say your third goal, bro. That
I
game,
ripped it off his cup, and he just dropped, and it rolled in.
bro.
That was
That
so funny.
that game, you guys like going into that final game. You guys like, dude, Jake, can you just let in 12 goals so we can just get a running clock and get the fuck out of here?
Oh, I know. It
Uh,
wasn't it like hot? People were like feeling sick and
there was like
stuff. Like,
3 people throwing up the food that
yeah,
we had eaten before. Like, it was
yeah.
super fucking hot, and I was like, all right, whatever. And then I had like one of my best games ever, and we fucking smoked the team, bro.
I know.
We didn't warm up at all. They had like a serious warm up, and we just fucking
Dude, we were just
smoked them.
hot.
Yeah,
If I remember right, it was like warm ups were going on, and we were like on the sidelines just drinking water, and like we were just waiting for the game. That
yeah,
was rough, dude. That was a rough tournament.
dude. That was so much fun though. Like I miss those moments so much. If there's one thing could go back and do, it'd be play lacrosse. Because I only did it for 2 seasons. I didn't play that sophomore year,
Uh,
which was the
I
year
don't
that.
think I did either.
Okay.
I played 2 seasons.
Okay. Yeah, because sophomore year was the year that they got in. It was like the first year, but not
Yeah,
school sponsored, and they got in that fight with Spring Lake.
yeah. I wasn't on that team
Okay.
with Mick Falls and them.
Yeah. And then junior year, we still weren't school sponsored, and then senior year, we finally were, and
That was cool.
yeah. We should have been so
Nothing
much
really
better
changed.
though. We finished like 8-8. We should have definitely been like 12-4. There were so many games we
Yeah.
lost by like 1 goal, or we lost to that one team in the
I mean, if
fucking
we're being
muddy ass
honest,
cornfield.
I think our biggest issue was like conflicting egos on the attack.
Yeah, I'm not
And
gonna
not
say
not a deep
names,
enough
but yeah,
midfield. But our attack and midfield weren't deep enough. But surprisingly enough, like our deepest position was defense. Midfield and attack, it was kind of like not as deep, you know.
at least with like attack, it's usually those same 3 people usually are out there
Yeah.
the same like the most of the time.
Yeah.
So you don't really need depth there. It's really like middies that you really need depth, and we just didn't have it senior year, whereas we did junior year.
Yeah, I would definitely say like yeah, midfield depth and less egos on attack would have made it for a winning year on my monitor.
Bro, I think I'm gonna stream Pokemon today.
TCG or like the actual game?
The actual game. They came out with their second DLC, and I haven't played either of them.
For Sword and Shield.
Yeah,
Do it.
and
I mean, I have to go to work, so
yeah, so I
enjoy
might
that.
try that. We'll see, cause
If I had Wi-Fi at work right now, I'd watch you. But the guest Wi-Fi doesn't work right now for some reason.
yeah.
That
I want
sucks.
to talk
I was
about
hoping
like
you'll figure it
one
out.
more thing real quick, cause I don't know how much time you're probably like trying to get ready for work real soon. So
Where are we at? Yeah, we're probably about ready to wrap up. Regardless, yeah, I think we're at like 40 minutes.
yeah, so I'm at 42. I think after troubleshooting,
Yeah.
I'd be around like 35 minutes of. So either way, we knew this episode was gonna be a little bit shorter than the last one. But I want to go back to the 100 Thieves thing, and they're officially in the league. Like, how cool is that, dude?
Yeah, I mean, I want to know the price. To be honest,
Dude, I don't know
I
if
feel
it
like
works.
Hex gave him a deal.
I would say I don't know if it works that way because the roster spot's already owned. But do you think they got like a discounted price? Because the normal like roster spot was like what 25 mil originally.
Yeah, I think.
And the
that
LA spot was definitely more than that.
my guess is technically it was up to Hector.
Yeah, because that
Because
spot had
that
already
was
been
his
bought,
team.
so it's not like
He
they
could
owed.
sell it.
Yeah,
And I think that he knew it was best for the league and Call of Duty in general. And I think he told that to the league, and they worked it out. This would be my guess. I would assume
because you know,
that
like
he told them like, "Hey, we want Nate Shot in this scene,
yeah,
really, really bad."
trust me, like you guys need Nade Shot in the scene. Like,
Yeah.
do you want to grow the scene? If yes, get 100 Thieves in here, and it just made so much
And
sense.
OpTic.
Yeah, Oh yeah, no,
Like
absolutely.
it's so it would be so stupid for them to not make this work for both those teams.
Yeah,
So it's cool that they are.
yeah. No, like from
But
higher up perspective, like I know people like had like issues with the league and like fines and stuff, and I get that, but like from a higher up standpoint, it really seems like they're listening to what needs to be done to
yeah.
make the CDL like huge.
Well, I don't know if you watched the podcast with the head of like the CDL now. I forget her name.
Johanna Ferries or whatever her name.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, to
yeah.
be
No,
the one.
I did.
Um
Actually,
I mean, yeah, she
I
she seems
DM'd
like
her,
she
but she
gets
didn't
it, you know.
reply. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm trying to find a job.
She's
Let
still
me
getting
in.
to it.
Yeah,
She's still getting to it. But yeah, I mean, she seemed pretty down to earth. She seemed like she understood kind of the culture that comes along with
right.
the Call of Duty scene, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And
seems like it's in good hands.
she's worked in like the NFL before, which I get it. Like
Hmm.
sports and esports are similar, but should be separate in certain aspects. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to see esports completely emulate sports. Like just let them be their own thing. Obviously, certain
Yeah.
things they're gonna see what works, but she seems like she's really doing like a good balance of like trying to find
Yeah.
the middle ground and
Being
that
receptive.
yeah, open to hearing and like representing both the players and the owners and then the league itself and
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I think it's in good hands for this next year. I think her working with Vaughn is going to be a good, you know,
yeah,
I think we're in for a really good competitive year. I think we're going to have a lot of fun playing in different comp tournaments and GBs and zombies and pubs and everything.
this year's gonna
I,
be
I
good,
I
dude.
always leave out Warzone. Maybe I'll like Warzone this year, but uh,
Yeah,
we'll see.
I forgot about that they're kind of revamping. I still don't know if we're
Yeah,
getting a new map or if we're getting this like they need a new
I'm
map, bro. Like if they don't do it, like this one's getting old.
yeah. As I'm sure you'd guess, I'm kind of bummed that it's going to be Modern Warfare still. Like the game isn't going to change. It's on the same engine and everything. So
Yeah, I mean,
that was kind of a bummer to me. I get it, but I was kind of looking forward. I was one of the few people that I think was maybe looking forward to a different rendition of it because battle royales just get so stale for me now, and I'm not a huge fan of Modern Warfare. Therefore, I was kind of hoping that we were going to be playing Cold War in a battle royale scene, kind of like Blackout, but it is
yeah,
what it
no,
is.
I get why they did it though. Like it's been so successful. Like it's probably the biggest battle royale since when Fortnite like season 2 through 6 or whatever.
Yeah,
Like battle royale content right now is Warzone for the most part. I mean, Apex is starting to do a little good again. Fortnite's still hanging around, but so I get why they've done it, and you don't really want to kill something that's already only been out for 6 months if you really think about it,
right.
because it came out in what March, April, something like that. So
What would be great is if they could just keep doing Warzone and Treyarch could just keep making the other part of every
multiplayer.
other part of Call of Duty, and I'll be happy. I mean, that'd be cool with me.
Yeah, like I want new games every year, but I also if they did it that way, I would be 100% cool with it. And that's not to say that I don't like Infinity Ward multiplayer. It's just the Infinity Ward multiplayers that I loved were the ones from the
Haven't come out in
early
15.
yeah, the ones from the early 2010s. So,
Yeah,
um and I this one grew with into like gunfight was really fucking cool. Like that was a good decision. They've had good
which
modes,
I heard gunfights coming back in Cold War, so
which
that would be really
that
cool.
would be sick.
That'll be super fun. That's another thing we can do for more content too.
Bro, oh
You
my
know,
god, I'm so excited, dude.
gunfight content. Fucking Control is back in comp. I
Oh
cannot
yeah,
stress enough how garbage domination is. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Treyarch, for giving us Control back. Domination was awful to watch.
I'm still kind of skeptical of Control 4v4, but I think it's gonna be great.
Nah.
You
I mean, we played it. We played it in the beta.
did we? In
Yeah,
the,
we got Control
yeah, which
in the
was
beta.
6v6.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So
I think it'll be fine. Like I said, they can if they notice that it's leaned one way or the other. They could always adjust times and or
Oh,
lives,
oh yeah.
you know,
I mean,
to
that's
make
what they
it
did.
fit 4v4.
That's what they did with Dom. Like Dom, initially in the season for Modern Warfare, there was no like neutralizing the point, and then they added
Yeah,
that in, which made it a little bit more watchable. But
a little.
yeah,
It was still kind of, I don't know.
yeah, it's still a little meh. But yeah,
The
dude,
Control will be a lot more fun to watch for sure
Control would be a lot more fun to watch.
and play.
I, depending on how the maps played, I know they won't do it because they're only gonna want 3 modes. But like, I wouldn't necessarily mind seeing CTF if it plays the way that World War II's did. Because World War II CTF
Mm,
was actually fun to watch, but I think
I mean, the
Control's
SBTF could be okay, but
Control's probably the best option
yeah, I think
since they
Control
can't do
is
Uplink anymore. Because Uplink was probably the best third map
yeah.
ever. But
Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree. I think Uplink then Control for me.
yep,
I really like Control. I think Control has potential to be like a pretty consistent third map in the going into the future.
yeah,
It's just such a cool game mode.
it's a really good game mode, and it gets intense. And it's
Yeah.
still there's clutchable moments. I mean, like last year we saw a couple 2v8s and shit like that. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's super unique viewing experience in Control.
yeah,
Just anything we've really
and it's a
watched
lot
before.
easier to like keep track
So
of.
easy to follow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's literally
super
only
easy
2
to
points.
follow.
Usually a team's hitting like one side. Like
Oh, dude, I can't wait to play it. Like hearing you describe it, I kind of like I'm remembering what Control actually is. I'm sitting here talking about it, but yeah, hearing you say it, it's just like
how many
so good,
times
man.
would we either choke or come back like because of like how
Yeah,
and like
you just make it one good play,
yeah.
great kill, and then you
You'd be
just have
down
to
by
get the
like
other
5
one.
kills, and then everybody would get like a team might be like, oh, we're back in this
Yeah,
shit. Let's
dude.
fucking go.
You're like, all right, one more of those and we
Yeah.
win. Like, yeah, man.
I
I
mean,
know you're psyched.
there's no specialists, which might take away from it, but we'll see. I think it's still gonna
Yeah.
be fun.
Well, I think no specialists in a way will almost like in a way make it better. I mean, maybe not as far as the viewing experience because it is really fun to watch people pop their specialists, but
Yeah,
like
like grab
as far as
slam and you get like
yeah,
4 fucking kills. Like,
yeah, as far as just competitive, I mean, we're gonna see like some pretty crazy. We're gonna see a little bit more on the gunfight side
yeah,
than we would in like a game like Black Ops 4 or 3 with specialists.
right.
We're still gonna see the same energy, but there's gonna be more like people sliding in and just going for breaks, and it's gonna be
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
I know
With
AJ's just as excited as us. He was hanging out in my stream.
um, with the rosters that have been announced, it's gonna be super fucking competitive this season.
Yeah, there's like a top 8 that could
Yeah.
seriously
Anybody
compete.
could win essentially, which I mean,
Yeah,
with the exception of like Florida and Paris who haven't announced anything, but
yeah. Which I mean, that's always the case, obviously, but like this year there are, like I said, like a solid 8 or 9 teams that are like
yeah, all the
could actually
rosters
win
that
events.
have been announced could win an event from my
Yeah,
so.
yeah, I agree.
Well, dude, I think that's all I got really.
Time for breakfast.
Yeah, I need to download pre-install anyways. So
I did that last night.
I was going
I'm good to
to,
go.
and then I somehow ended up watching Ninja play Valorant, and which was the first Ninja stream I've seen forever. And
So you went to bed at 4.
yeah, to be honest, yeah.
All right, dude. Well, anyone that catches the podcast, be sure to follow us on Twitter.
We'd like to thank our sponsorless sponsors.
Yeah, I'd like to thank AJ for hanging out in the chat.
Yeah.
AJ14, what's up, dude? Yeah, we're gonna get out of here and let you guys enjoy your day.
And try to make another episode a little bit sooner than a month and a half separation. So
I think that'll be easy now.
yeah.
If I'm being honest, I think it'll be easier to have a gaming session and do a podcast after, or something along those lines.
If we can get like more
With no
times like
game.
this where you have the
Yeah.
morning off and I have like the day off, then we'll be fine. Like this is what we've
Yeah.
done the last couple times. So
Well, hey, on the bright side, I have every morning off, so
yeah.
I don't go in until 2.
Yeah.
So we can do something like that, and also follow us on Twitch as well. I'm sure we'll both put our links in our description and whatnot.
Yep.
Follow us on Twitch. Check out the streams. We'll be live with Call of Duty Cold War like every day, every night. So, yeah, I think that wraps it up.
Yep. Until next time.
Yep.